This is why yeah, I'll be bugging, son. No, my phone about to die. Found myself sleeping in late doing nothing. We about to run through this. I come through this time. Na na na. I just hope Candace don't block my video. I gotta look at the chat through my phone. Cause I'm broke. Whoa, whoa. Oh no, no. Alright, check. Okay. Random live you heard. This is just a random John you heard. I'm using OBS this time around. So I don't have all my other features, which I'll be doing like you'll appreciate it. This ain't it, Chief and all that. I'm gonna add it after the fact. You heard. But let's get into this, man. Shout out to Big Candace. You heard? Big Candace. Uh,
All right, guys, we're getting closer. I am convinced that we are going to be the October surprise because I am telling you things are developing on the Kamala front in a very big way. And I want to say this: I feel it in my soul, in my spirit, that this woman is an operative, that she was
yes, I
elected, that
agree.
she was groomed by government agencies. I'm comfortable saying that publicly. I hope Kamala comes out and sues me because that would afford us discovery so we can get answers to many questions. Prove that what I was saying was untrue, thanks to strong defamation laws. I've been receiving, by the way, as of late, a ton of emails about Tim Walls as well.
mm,
Because who exactly?
who is Tim Walls? On top of the fact, Tim Walls was the one who I forgot what state he's from, who voted for kids to transition themselves at adolescent stages into teenage years. I'm gonna bring that up. Well, I'm gonna bring that up in the video, but that's a fact.
Actually picked him. Absolutely no one out there thinks that it was Kamala herself that said, "Yeah, give me the governor of Minnesota, huh? Who is he?" That's all I have on Tim Walz. If anything, today we're going to take a brief look into some of the rumors that have been circulating about him. So let's immediately get started. Welcome back to Candace.
Let's go, Candace. Fine ass. Sorry. Stop sexualizing women, down. Hit the like. Not the pipe boy,
All
man.
right, so right at the top, in case you guys missed the update on Instagram, yesterday, obviously, we covered the article that was written by former Japan Times editor Yoichi Shimatsu,
Ah,
who
damn.
claims that he ran the same circles as Kamala Harris in Berkeley, personally hates her, made that very clear, hates her mother, who he claims was a part of the MK Ultra program. Now, we did not speak much or at length about the MK Ultra
You know what I
program. It was
noticed?
very much
It's not playing. Oh, it is. Hold on, hold on. Let me turn the volume for y'all. You heard? Turn up this volume real fast. Oh, wrong one. Turn up this volume real fast. Desktop. Bing bop. Alright, cool. No, nigga. Sorry. Alright, we good.
on this show. For those of you that are new to listening to this podcast, it is an important program for you to familiarize yourself with because you do have to become awakened to how tremendously evil America is engaged in this long period of being quite obsessed with how to brainwash people. Not how to brainwash individuals, but they're obsessed with being able to delete memories from their brains and being able to insert memories into their brains. Really terrifying stories of people that they were able to convince to commit crimes that
Mm-hmm.
you thought. You learned about all these serial killers. Oh my gosh, Netflix telling you about serial killers. This must be the story. A lot of these people were government operatives. I mean, I would
Yes.
venture a guess that the concept of a serial killer came out of government operative. I truly believe government programs like MK Ultra and the Charles Manson murders is a great starting point. It's why I say you have to read that book, Chaos, because it deeply dives into the MK Ultra program
I supposed to have
and
been
makes
bought
you
that
really
book, son.
aware of the plausibility of a mass psychosis. That's why that book is just so incredible. Because it was the Charles Manson murders that ended the hippies generation. And I want to be clear, the hippies generation
Mm.
like, oh, we just were doing this. No, that
It's
too was
programming.
a government operation. They flooded the street with LSD. They were even slipping LSD because that was their drug of choice. They thought that LSD would provide the means to brainwash people, and that was proven successful with Charles Manson's little hippie commune because he was an operative for them. And they were obsessed with getting people on LSD. I believe the reasons for that was because they wanted to crush Christianity in this country, and what better way to do that than be like,
Have
no,
motherfuckers
revolution.
high and
We want
shit.
everybody living in a commune, sex, love, rock and roll. The music is adding to that. Music, it's real frequencies. It makes you feel a certain way. Certain bands were involved in this program. It's very clear
Wasn't the
that
Beatles a
there
part of
are
that?
government agents that are in Hollywood. Always has been the circumstance. So they're trying to tell you that's all conspiracy, it's all crazy. Guys, read the government documents. They are declassified. Learn of the truth about the Charles Manson murders. Face, fully just be willing to.
Unless you want it that way. Oh, word, George. I got you. I got you. I appreciate you for telling me that, cause I ain't want it that way at all, brother. Let me turn up my computer volume. Uh, desktop media source. Da, 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 da. Let me see if I could do it, cause I'm ready. My joint's already up on here. Let me see if this is all the way up too. I'll figure it out. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I don't know why it's not loud. Hold on, let me play it for a second, and then see how it go. I turned everything up. I turned everything up.
Confront how evil your government is. And it wasn't just LSD, by the way, that was being used as a mechanism to brainwash them. It was also sexual assault. They wanted to experiment with whether or not they could brainwash people via sexual assault. You can look this up, by the way. It's so abundantly obvious and true that even Wikipedia shares that basic information about the MK Ultra program, and it's really shocking to see how many people are on that list. Trust nothing when Netflix is presenting to you a deep story about somebody. Oh, let me tell you the truth about Jeffrey Dahmer. I have my own
Is it the
theory.
same, George,
It was
or
somebody
is it
in the program.
louder?
Anyways, we're not going to get lost on that. The point is that the government is interested, has always been interested.
Cause I want to make sure I don't want y'all to just hear my voice all day. Dead ass. I don't. I turn my mic down a little. Some desktop audio is all the way up. Let me see something. Da 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 da. Da. Oh, okay. Volume. I put it all. Alright, I put it all the way to a buck 50. Now, if it's too loud, I can just turn it down. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Saying you're coming through clean, but she's really low. I got you. Alright, let's try this now, my brother.
How to brainwash the masses, how to brainwash individuals. And this is something that I have been rather obsessed with this year, learning about various psychoses. I think most people are doing this program now because we're realizing that COVID.
How that sound? Let me turn this one up right here. Oh, it's still low. All right, I got you. Gotcha. How do I set this up? This is my first time using this. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is my first time losing OBS. So I'm gonna be on some bullshit. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's see. No. Let me go to settings. Oh, wrong one. My fault. This settings over here. Where you at, bitch? Where you at, bitch? Audio. Here we go. Desktop audio. Default. Alright. Apply. Alright, let's try this again. Apply. Now I can't hear shit. I'm about to come back in, because I can't hear a thing. Oh, there you go. I just forgot to turn all this all the way down. Yeah, dumbass boy.
Our very eyes. Some people who are listening to this podcast fell victim to it. And by the way, that is understandable. It's totally understandable. You have to forgive yourselves.
How that sound? If you're still in here, bro, my brother. Let me see what the chat say. What did the chat say? Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I heard that too. See, I don't know what's going on, my brother. Like, I don't know why it's not loud. A little better. Okay, cool. Let me see if I could go up a little bit more then. How did I do that last time? All right, here we go. Boom. Let's turn this all the way up. 250.
Because these people are way ahead of the ball. They know how to do it. They know how to use the media. They know how to use repetition. They know how to use gaslighting. Sigmund Freud being the father of these.
How that sound? Cause I want to keep going through it. Then we start missing key information. Check this fizzone. Well, my hoodie like somebody attacked me. Like this how the designer hoodie is. 1776 hoodie. Get yours now. Still low? God damn.
techniques. They are way advanced, but you guys, we are all kind of catching up to this. And there is just something about this man, this
How
journalist,
that sound?
Yoichi, coming out and saying that Kamala Harris's mother was a part of this program. That
See, this is why I hate trying new shit. So I ain't gonna lie. I hate trying new shit.
they are way advanced, but you guys, we are all it's just something about this man, this journalist, coming out and saying that Kamala Harris's mother was a part of this program.
Oh, it sound better over here now. Oh, it's perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Thank God. Finally got that out the way. Uh, all right, so I have to. Oh, look, I hear myself twice talking because I fucked up. Listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. Oh shit. Oh, okay, that's why I fucked up. Hold on. Right here. All right, hold on. All right, cause let's see how this go now.
That just makes perfect sense. Claiming that Kamala Harris, in that same piece, was previously married to a British Canadian guy and basically used her connections
How this sound,
within the
boy?
deep state to virtually delete this from the record in preparation for this run. That just
Oh no.
we did our due diligence on that very quickly, and we came across what we were clear was a potential record between a Kamala D. Harris and a Philip D. Henderson that we found in Reno. Now, we were supposed to receive that record today from the recorder's office. It said 24 hours after we paid for it. We still have not yet received it. That's why we're running a bit late. We just kept refreshing. It's been more than 24 hours. However, we do feel that we can safely debunk this one because upon further digging, we found a different Kamala D. Harris that has a different middle name. And I think that is the one that married Philip D. Harris. So if you've been sending us information on that, please refocus your attention, refocus your research on trying to find a record of the marriage, which may exist. We don't know if the person's name is Philip. We're trying to find a previous marriage of Kamala, which existed in maybe the UK or the Canada or in Canada. He says that it was in the society page in Canada. Somebody is collecting newspapers. I've had some emails of people that say that they recall this. They don't have it. We need more than that, and we are still awaiting a response from Yoichi. I feel in my gut he is going to respond, that he will get around to it. Even though I believe he currently lives in Hong Kong, we were able to get his actual email. But there's something else here that I would like to say regarding Donald Harris, Kamala's father.
Ah,
I
shit.
also feel
Here we
certain
go.
that Donald Harris is completely lying about his identity. Due to the communication that we are having right now in the background with people who would know this as a fact. People that we're not willing or able to discuss today, but we are going to as we collect more information. I do feel that we will be able to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt before we get to the election that my instincts, that Grandma Beryl, and great grandma Christiana Brown, that Iris Finnegan, that the women that were pictured in the photos in Kamala's book, The Truths We Hold, my instincts are going to be proven correct that these are not her biological grandparents. That yes, of course, these women did in fact exist. That's the best way to tell a lie, is to include some truths in there. You know, you want to do two
Facts.
truths, one lie. I've always believed these women existed. There's no doubt of that. And I believe that Donald Harris was exposed to these women. There's no doubt about that in my mind either. But I fully believe that these women were the help. That is just the only thing that makes sense. By the way, a ton of you guys have communicated to me that Snopes has debunked our Grandma Beryl theory by finding the true Beryl death certificate, which shows that Beryl died in 1995. I'm showing you that death certificate. I just also want to be clear. I don't know if you've skipped episodes. We showed this death certificate on the show first. We highlighted it as possible that this could be a Beryl
That lady lying, son. She is yo. This shit's pissing me off because she is not who she say she is, bro. And people, motherfuckers, I hate when people in the government. Well, most of them do it, but they be pandering like a motherfucker, son. That joint be pissing me off. Like, why are you such a panderer, bro? Just be you. Like, just keep it a bean dip in a bag of sandwiches. And I hate one thing I really do hate is when the Democrats, sometimes Republicans do it, but it's mostly the Democrats pander to my people, the brothers and sisters, the black people, because it's like my nigga. Feel me? Then we fall for that shit all the time. Like, look, Hillary Clinton had hot sauce on her bag. I do not know one black person in my life that carry hot sauce on them. That's racist as a motherfucker. But we gonna vote for Hillary because we don't like Trump. Get off his dick. Like, fuck, it's crazy, son.
But we deemed it unlikely, given the fact, and let's pull it back up, that the person who signed off on it, we said, we couldn't identify as the member of the family, Douglas Finnegan. We still, after having spoken to Kamala's family, cannot identify who that is that signed this death certificate. And we also deemed it unlikely because if you look at the cause of death, it says bed sores. Okay, so Donald Harris, a wealthy professor who traveled the world, in my mind, I said he wouldn't allow his mother to die from not being rolled
Hey,
over
Lindsay, what up?
in 1995.
I love Kansas too, son.
If they are verifying, as Snopes has, that this is in fact the correct barrel that is pictured there, then this only further confirms my suspicion that the woman was
She's a
not
liar.
wealthy descendant of previous slave owners.
She's a liar.
Who received what would have been millions of dollars because they handed over their slaves, got paid for their slaves rather by the British government when they abolished it. Yeah, that kind of doesn't make sense to me. Just died of bed sores. Then there's this, okay?
Dying of bed sores is
we were
crazy.
able to determine that a woman who went by Beryl or Christie, we keep seeing those two names together, applied for a housekeeping position in 1975. This was in the Kingston Gleaner. Employment wanted a household female. Experienced recommended women live in or out, seek employment as housekeeper, cook, laundress, days work.
So you mean to tell me that Kamala Harris put her whole life and said that her whole narrative is that her people were black in Jamaica, right? But come to find out, it was the housemate, quote unquote, or the slave of the house that she's piggybacking off of her ancestry. How evil is that? Then, ironically, for me, I could be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments after this video is uploaded. Didn't Obama do the same shit, my nigga? Didn't Obama do the same thing? We come to find out he's like Indonesian or some crazy shit like that. Like, come on, bro. Stop playing. Stop. One thing I hate when people try to play in my face. Stop playing with me, son. Stop playing with me, son.
Nursemaid Beryl or Christie. Has Snopes yet worked to debunk our assertion that Christiana Brown, the one that is shown in Donald Harris's essay, this woman, in fact, have been a laundress who identified herself as a laundress in a case related to election fraud in Jamaica? Are they too busy to look into that? Are we supposed to still pretend that a worldly political woman who owned and operated dry goods stores and supported local politicians and spoke every day about
I agree with you, Lindsay. I agree. Motherfuckers is liars, bro.
As he asserted throughout his piece, would describe herself as a mere laundress? Listen, like I said, some people who we are speaking to who would know for a fact whether or not what I was saying was true or false are making us feel certain that we are barking up the right tree. And
the family members is reaching out and saying this is some bullshit.
Stick with it. Something is
I'm gonna believe Snopes.
Right.
Government funded.
Donald
Man,
Harris.
something I did.
It's not right when relatives are saying they've never met his mom. Relatives that are close to him are saying they've never met his mom. None of this makes any sense.
That's crazy.
I believe that Kamala is lying about her genealogy, and I believe the state is helping her to do that, just as Yoichi is asserting. I believe there is a collaborative effort here behind the scenes. And my gut sends me that way because, I mean, I just put myself in her situation. If I had a person with a platform of my size out there saying, Candace is lying about the fact that her grandma was born and raised between St. Thomas and Tortola and grew up on the island, and like that her grandma is black, I would be first and foremost livid because of how close I was with my grandma. Okay.
Facts.
Like raised in her house during my formative years. My grandmother is Caribbean. Like I would be in 5 seconds out there being like, who are you to tell me that my grandmother is not black, to tell me that my grandmother did not grow up on the island, to tell me that my
Facts.
grandmother didn't have a thick Caribbean accent.
And people keep forgetting when she was inducted to be the prosecutor of California, they stated that she's the first Indian woman to be in that position. But now, since she's a when since she was under Biden until now when she's running for president, now she's black. like that doesn't make any sense, bro. And we gonna keep it a bean dip in the bag of sandwiches. The Democrats been fucking up the country for the longest time. For the longest time, especially the black community. They keep pushing abortion on the black community, and we wonder why our numbers is at 16, only 16% of the population. We've been at 13 for the longest. We finally pushed up to 16. We quote unquote unalive 300,000 of our babies every year, and you can't tell me it's because of certain reasons like R wording, what's that, incest, or the mom about to pass away during birth. That doesn't make sense because that's 1% of the population that's doing that when it comes to abortions and stuff like that. 1%. They keep promoting that party, drug, bullshit, and being a street nigga and all that shit. Do the Democrats, they doing it, do the music, but we want to sit here and keep voting for that. Like we don't have upstanding black citizens walking around America every day that don't promote that bullshit. But that's the face of us, ignorance, and we keep being ignorant by voting for these bitch ass niggas. I can get hated all I want. I don't care. I do not give a fuck.
And like, first and foremost, I used to correct my grandma. She'd say, "Throw it away, throw it away." I said, "Grandma, it's throw. It's throw, Grandma. Throw it away." "No, Grandma, it's throw, Grandma." When I was a little kid, she'd be like, "Out the light." I'd be like, "Grandma, we don't say out the light. It's
like
turn the lights off, Grandma." There's just no way that I would just be mum, only just one picture of her in a book, and then like, I'm not even going to answer any questions about my heritage. Something is wrong. We all feel it. She is lying about her genealogy. And the person that I'm in communication with, like I said, we're collaborating right now, who is being very forthcoming with information, told me that in Jamaica, there was this huge importation of a lot of Chinese and Jewish communists, or rather people who purported that they were fleeing communism, who then settled in Jamaica, is what I should say, right? So they get there in Jamaica, and I find that to be of great interest to me because America dealt with a similar influx of a bunch of immigrants who purported to be fleeing communism in Russia, who didn't actually flee communism. They brought it to America. Hence McCarthy, Senator McCarthy, he's a hero.
Acting like communism is the best thing ever. Look at the countries that's communist.
Communists are very good at assuming different identities.
Most of the communist countries is third world.
Extremely bothered by the fact that Kamala just didn't mention the fact that she had all these white relatives that she was extremely close to anywhere. She just rinsed it completely from her background and her history. I find that to be a severe lie by omission. Here's the thing. I know we're not supposed to go down in conspiracy land. I just live there permanently.
Yeah, me too.
I think conspiracy
I agree.
land is land.
I'll be doing the same shit, Candace.
Just all coming to terms with the fact that
should be
something
bull
is
crap,
wrong.
bro.
There is too much synergy between what is happening in France, Emmanuel Macron, his shady background, his wife, who is definitively born a man.
Facts.
Okay. Him also being raised by his grandparents, shady, broken family structure, didn't really know his parents growing up, but his grandma was there and raised. It's all so related. The Barack Obama story follows the Emmanuel Macron story, follows the Kamala Harris story. How are they? It's
all the same. This is all an elaborate plan, bro.
Non-existence. Just a non-existence, right? Like it doesn't make any sense that this many people who are being put into positions of power have such shady upbringings. It's not that difficult.
Don't make sense.
This is my mom and this is my dad, and they raised me in some capacity. Also, remember yesterday when I said that there was virtually no information? They tried to wipe the information that Barack Obama lived for like 8 to 10 years, first 10 years of his life in Indonesia, and then like that one reporter found the
We right here, Candace. We right here, ma. I just said that. I just said that. I just said that.
One pamphlet that showed that he went by Barry Soetoro, and he also went by Barry Soetoro in college. Like, his name was Barry Soetoro, and there was very little information available.
Obama kind of looked like Candace Owens, DK. Looked like Kamala Harris pops. I'm not saying that's her pops, but I'm just saying they seem like they both are the same ethnic background. No disrespect.
About Lolo Soetoro. Very few pictures available about Lolo Soetoro, his stepdad. Well, I didn't realize that Judge Joe Brown, man, that judge is coming with the receipts.
Hey, salute to the
actually
5 people.
sat
Thanks for
down
hitting the
in
like
an
button.
interview with
Appreciate
Spoon
y'all.
TV and called
Thank you
out
so
Lolo
much.
Soetoro. He claims that he was a CIA operative. Take a listen.
Well, there
Oh,
are
Judge Joe
pictures
Brown.
of Bush with his arm around 8-year-old
OG.
Barack Obama because his stepdaddy, adopted daddy, Lolo Soetoro, had done a lifetime worth of business with the Bushes. Uncle George Herbert Walker, after whom George Herbert Walker.
Hold on. Bring that back. Bring that back. My son's spitting. And then we wonder why George Bush and Obama's are so close. They like this. How the fuck did that happen? Go back.
One reporter found the one pamphlet that showed that he went by Barry Soetoro.
Oh, too far.
He also went by Barry
Too
Soetoro
far back,
in
my boy.
college. Pictures available that he was a CIA operative.
Let's go.
Take a listen.
Well, there are pictures of Bush with his arm around 8-year-old Barack Obama because his stepdaddy, adopted daddy, Lolo Soetoro, had done a lifetime worth of business with the Bushes.
Wow.
Uncle George Herbert Walker, after whom George Herbert Walker Bush, Bush 1 president, was named, founded Halliburton in 1946 in Oklahoma. And Lolo Soetoro had been international executive vice president for Standard Oil.
Him being a CIA asset.
Hold on. My fault for cutting. My fault. I'm used to being reactive. So, but one thing I notice about the government, and if you're slandering them in a bad way, they usually go after you. This must be facts. Feel me? Judge Joe Brown, from what I've been seeing since probably for the past 2-3 years, he been just spitting nothing but facts. And he an OG. So you know the old heads, they don't be giving up about none of that shit. Feel me? And he's around that. He was around that during his era. Like, come on, son. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? This shit is all a facade. It's all a facade.
Yeah, see, he ran the death squads for the Indonesian army. On his own call, anyone could be assassinated. So when George Herbert Walker Bush became head of the CIA under the Ford
If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button.
He just got with
If you're
his
not,
old buddy
how y'all
in the
doing?
oil business, Lolo Soetoro, and pulled off the hits. See,
let me go back. I was talking over that.
Barack's.
My fault, y'all. Let me shut the fuck up.
When George Herbert Walker Bush became head of the CIA under the Ford administration, he just got with his old buddy in the oil business, Lolo Soetoro, and pulled off the hits. See, Barack's grandmother has been acknowledged as being the woman that operated the channels through which CIA money went to the Southwest Pacific. So she introduced her daughter, who had just had Barack, to Lolo Soetoro, and they got married, and Lolo Soetoro adopted Barack Obama. The name was changed to Barry Soetoro. Now, when he went to high school in Hawaii, I know about that high school. I almost sent my oldest son to it. I could afford it, but I didn't think he deserved it. 20 years ago, the tuition was $95,000 a year, not including room.
95. 95. That's $95,000 for tuition for a high school. That's some elite shit. But those are schools that be teaching you how to run people, be your own boss, how you get into politics, and those are the ones who be rubbing shoulders with, like with the likes of like the Rockefellers and all that, the family of those people. But we want to sit here and Barack Obama coming talking about change and all that shit. You ain't grow up where we grew up. Yeah, you grew up in Chicago, but what part? You didn't even grow up in Chicago. Nigga ain't grow up in Chicago, son. Nigga just be lying, son. Yo, they, these people come into this space and get their whole life handed to them by the CIA and the 1% that's behind the scenes. Hey, this is what your script is. This is what your script is. This is what you're gonna say. And then we over here just like, oh my god, change, and nothing changed, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Sorry.
Board. When Obama went there, I've talked to two of his classmates. They independently state that the tuition, not including room and board, was $45,000.
My fault. I keep
Now,
checking my phone for
Business
the chat.
Insider reports his income for 2017 at over 200 million net. That's after taxes, deductions, write-offs. For this last year, 2018, they reported it as 570 plus $1 million. And that's after all deductions, tax, right? Trump doesn't make that net. I mean, even some of the richest people in America don't make that. Why? Because when his stepdaddy died, he was one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth.
Damn.
And he left everything in a trust fund operated out of Indonesia, so the American government can't touch it. It makes Barack Obama 1/3 beneficiary for the assets of one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth. See,
That's
so
crazy.
we got a game
See, look.
going on us. So,
Feel me? I gotta fact check it. Fact check this. You feel me? So I'm 9 times out of 10, I put up a regular reaction video to me fact checking this. But that's crazy, bro. These be rich already. They already got their chicken up already. They struggle stories be bullcrap. A lot of stop playing with me.
you know that little thing that Bush W does when he gets with Michelle, they giggle and he gives her candy.
Yeah.
The inside thing is that supposed to be the same kind of candy he used to give to her husband when he was 6, 7, 8 years old.
What?
Oh wow.
What?
All I'm saying is that when you hear the truth, it just hits differently, and it's the only thing that makes sense because we're looking around and we're going, where are these people coming from? Like it feels like they're just being minted as leaders. I mean, Kamala Harris didn't even win. They just moved Joe Biden aside and said, here you go, vote for Kamala. I mean, that's completely crazy.
I agree.
If this is
Facts.
supposed to be a democracy, right?
That's why see. I was just about man. Right here, Candace. This is supposed to be a democracy when we vote in who should be the runner up against like people like Trump, right? But she just got into it. And then right after she was pushed there, all the corporations putting millions and millions of dollars into her. But you want me to believe that she's for the American people. You want me to believe that. The same person who was a prosecutor in California who locked up a couple men, black men, white men, for long sentences that didn't even need to be in there. And she locked up this one brother. I put it up in my latest video, but I had to get cut out because of copyright. In a Vice document, this brother named Jamal Truelove. He was locked up for a crime he did not commit. And he said when he was in the courtroom and the 2 times that Kamala came, she was doing it to be celebrating, like, yeah, we got another motherfucker off the street. And he come to find out he was innocent. But you want me as a black man to vote for her? Fuck my dick.
If we're supposed to be
What
having
you talking
this
about? Stop playing
system
with me.
in
Like,
which any person can be president of the United States, why does it only feel as though people that are deeply connected in a web of politics are the ones that do become presidents of the United States?
facts.
Why does it always feel that it's somebody who has a shady upbringing, okay, someone like Barack Obama, who spends time on an island, very likely was a part of a military program, people like the Bush family, like the Clinton family? Why does it feel as though we don't have the system that we purport to have? Something is very wrong. I believe these individuals are being bred. I think a lot of these people also are being selected after they are caught committing crimes because then they know that they can be controlled. And when I say who is controlling them, I'm referring to the CIA. And I think that everyone's waking up to it right now. And so we got to acknowledge it. We have to speak about it, and it's the only way that we're going to be able to come up with a conclusion. I also want to now speak about what's going on with Tim Walz. I was reticent
that weirdo.
to speak about this, but I think
Tim Walz is the same person that in his state of Minnesota voted for and applied a bill for little kids, adolescent and up, to get sex change operations. This is Tim Walz. This is the one Candace got I mean Candace. I keep saying Candace. Kamala got running with her. Tim Walsh, the PDFL. To me, I think you're a predator if you sitting here voting for kids and teenagers to be sitting here and chopping they private areas off because they feel like they a man or feel like a woman. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
There's been too much rumbling about it, and it's time to. First, I want to throw it to one of our sponsors because the incompetence.
Hey, y'all go support. Candace, no, we're not doing this sponsor. So salute to you though. You feel me? We got shit to do though.
So many of you guys have emailed us, why aren't you covering this budding story? Why aren't you speaking about this? And the answer is because the allegations are severe. We want to be cautious because there is also a chance that it's a trap. That's a perfectly laid trap that's being laid for us just ahead of the election. So they can go, oh, look, it's the QAnon people, and they said this, and there was no truth to this. And you just have to be careful this close to an election. You want to make sure that anything that you're reporting on is fact-based or at least has legs to it. So you can go, okay, we're not certain for sure. And regarding Tim Walsh, parking aside any allegations, I do want to say this. He just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Everybody knows what the heebie-jeebies are. Women, we know what the heebie-jeebies are. Okay,
Hold on one
it's like
second.
it's a spirit.
Hold on. I got you, Candace. But let me go to this next video. I think it's in my watch later. Salute to Candace. Salute to you for that. Where is it? This should be funny. Shout out to Sky News. Hopefully they don't.
If you keep posting on TikTok, just step
Oh,
off and
broke
have your
boy
videos
shit.
get stuck at a few hundred or a few thousand views, well, you're totally wasting your
I gotta do it in the
Time
chat, man.
for lefties losing
The
it.
people that's in here.
Here is a lefty well and truly losing it, claiming
I'll show
that
you.
telling him you're voting for Donald Trump is
She aight.
among the most dehumanizing things you can do. The narcissism, the entitlement.
lefties are
is
losing it.
off the charts.
Look at this shit.
Oh, I'm not transphobic, but what exactly? You're about to tell me the most dehumanizing thing I've ever heard you believe about trans
Oh
people?
my
You're
God!
about to-
Get out of here, you nigga! like. Oh, come on, son, bro. Dudes in wigs be hilarious, son. Like, yo, it's okay. Dual trans. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. You about to tell me I'm the No, nobody cares. You know what?
to tell me you're voting for Trump. You're about to tell me that you don't think trans women should use the women's bathroom.
No,
If
you shouldn't.
Need to put a disclaimer and that but. Maybe keep that thought to yourself.
No,
Maybe
nigga.
let's try and think of another thought.
Fake nails until eyeshadow don't make you a woman.
Facts.
X chromosomes do. I don't write the rules. Talking about entitled and narcissistic, check out this British lady having an almighty meltdown because a polite driver called her Miss. You see, she doesn't identify as Miss.
I'm telling you, it's a frigging problem.
Oh, the
And I'm
UK.
saying to you,
Yes.
thank you, miss. And then all of a sudden you start to be angry
Why would you say thank you, miss? I don't.
because I'm trying to be polite.
But how do you know I identify as a miss?
Oh my God. You are a whole woman, allegedly. I don't. I don't know. I don't know nowadays. You are a whole woman. How you sit here and get mad when somebody is looking at you and saying, "Hey, miss," because they're looking at you how you look and like, "Oh, this is a woman." Clearly, I fucking hate yo.
I might be something else.
I don't know what, I'm not asking for identification ID. I'm just saying thank you,
Well, I
miss.
think it was disrespectful.
How is it disrespectful?
You a whole
You
woman,
don't
son.
know me. I've literally just got in your cab.
Yeah, and you said nice
I've been
car,
in
and
the
then I said
car
thank you, miss.
5 minutes.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
call me miss when it's not your place, is it? You're
It's
not
not my-
family. You're not a friend.
But I'm trying to be polite. saying
What you
thank
want me to
you,
say?
I don't think that's polite. I think that's disrespectful.
miss. Disrespectful to what?
To me.
How?
How is it disrespectful for
How
you?
do you know I identify as anything?
What do you mean? Identify.
You know, like gender.
Gender.
Yeah.
What do you mean
I
by
might
gender?
be a they.
You know, you're
I
a
might
woman.
be-
You're a woman over here. I can see you're my eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that makes it okay.
Yes,
Okay,
bitch.
for what? You give me complimenting,
So
and then
if I were to say to
give you thanking.
If I would say to you, thank you, mister, do you
Yes.
think that's all right?
Yes, because I'm a whole man, bitch.
Usually people in England using English, they say sir. So maybe you say sir. I don't know. Mister is okay. But maybe you don't have educations, or maybe you only say Mister. So I
Yo, nah, son. Yo, people is slow, so how you get mad at that, bro?
Okay.
That poor dude.
Maybe you don't have an
Isn't
education.
paid
It's
enough to put up with that
crazy.
craziness. It's so crazy that I'm suspecting it's some sort of a setup, but these people do actually exist. Now, crazy sums up this next clip.
Mother, I hate this mother.
No, Sam, that's not how we do it. Let me show you how we take care of the creature. Let me show you how we take care of the creature.
Why would you break your own TV?
Get up! Hit up!
Hit who?
That's how it's done. Yeah!
You
Okay, calm down.
you just destroyed your own TV, and all you had to do was turn the channel. Fam, all you had to do was grab the remote that you turned this channel on and just press, just do one of these. Click. That's it. Now he's not on your TV anymore. What is wrong with people, bro? You could tell they live in a posh life. That look like a nicer house. Look at how it looks. It looks like a nice house. See my shit? You know how much I pay for my shit? A month? $3,800 for a 3-bedroom, small ass apartment in the hood in the Bronx. They destroying TVs. They must be rich. But what you mad about, Netanyahu? I don't fuck with Netanyahu either. But I would never punch my screen. I'm not breaking my phone. I'm not causing damage. What's wrong with niggas, son? Why am I talking?
Or your own property. Yeah, that's really going to show BB who's boss. Now, you have to give Charlie Kirk credit here. Not only does he go to college campuses and seeks to have dialogue with the lefties, but he manages to keep his cool and his manners, even when the lefties are as obnoxious and odious as this next dude who
This is gonna be our last
what
video,
drug he's going
or at
to
least on this
overdose
topic.
on if Trump loses.
This shit is jokes,
Kamala
bro.
wins, and when you go into manic spirals, everything you've worked for crumbles around you. What illicit you can overdose on?
So if Trump wins, what are you going to do to yourself?
Wow.
Probably move to the Netherlands. I don't want to deal with them. Can you answer the question though? Snowflake?
I hope that
Answer the question, Snowflake.
I hope Trump wins. Kamala might win.
Look at this young man right here. I bet you $20 that he cannot do 20 push-ups straight. Look at this motherfucker. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Check him out. He can't do 20 push-ups but calling somebody a snowflake. He's not. No woman gonna want him because he can't defend them. Yo, the young generation, son. I love y'all, and I blame us too, because we are all the adults of these people that's around here. Not me. I'm 30. He probably 20-something years old. So, but you know what I mean. It's our fault. Look at this nigga. Look at him. Asher Roth had ass.
Question.
Let me tell you what happens. So let me tell you what happens. If Kamala Harris wins, which she might, unlike you, I will not flee my country. I will go back to work the next day if Kamala Harris wins. And you might be right, Kamala might win. It might be too much. But I'll be able to look my daughter and my son in the eye and say I did everything I possibly could to make sure that this country remained free and prosperous for you guys.
I respect that.
I gave it all on the line. But
Good luck with that, buddy.
Gang. LL in the building. What's good, my boy? I'm using a new setup right now, so I don't really got the you appreciate it. I'm using OBS instead of Streamlabs. So, but LL, you appreciate it, my boy. How you doing, man?
Kamala sweep. Kamala sweep.
See, this is what happens.
This nigga's weirdos, bro. This your generation, LL. He from your.
Now to a young woman who doesn't need a job.
He from your generation, bro.
She was too busy gallivanting around the world, telling presidents and prime ministers how to run their countries. And now Greta Thunberg is here to tell us why her anti-Israel crusade is linked to climate change.
in Palestine and all over the world.
Ain't that Greta?
The fight against colonialism and corporations' destruction of the planet are intrinsically linked. Look at Chevron. Everyone knows that Chevron is one of the world's biggest climate criminals.
Okay.
But the oil giant is also fueling Israel's genocide in Palestine. As Israel bombs hospitals...
Hold up. Okay, never mind. I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
And schools in Gaza, Chevron supplies them with energy from 2 Israeli-claimed gas fields in the Mediterranean, making millions in the process.
But they've been had those things there, right?
Genocide in Gaza and Israeli apartheid is a climate justice issue.
What?
Israel is destroying Palestinian lives, but also destroying Palestinian lands and resources.
Okay, I agree with that.
Warfare and industries that
I agree with
pollute
that.
and destroy the environment. We cannot stand by and do nothing.
Oh dear, just like...
But what is she talking about? I agree that Israel is doing these things to Palestine. I totally agree. Right? But what the fuck that got to do with climate change, bro? Because Chevron, they doing this and then what are you talking about, bitch? Who is she? Where did she come from? Seriously, this is a serious question. Where the fuck did she come from, son? Nobody know that, bitch. Nah, them sidewalk people, they ain't made for these. Facts, LL. What's wrong with these motherfuckers, son? But we're not for real. Who's Greta Thunberg? Where is she from? Just one day I seen her on TV. I'm like, who is that? And then she was promoting. I know she's an agent for BlackRock and all these other corporations that's behind the scenes, Rothschilds and the globalists. I know that. But where the fuck did she come from? It's like telling you, bro, this CIA and all that shit, they be just shitting niggas out and then putting them to the forefront. They're like, ugh. Taking that like, here you go. A little white girl. Yeah, she gonna tell you about climate change so we can take over the world and make sure we don't destroy it, even though we're sitting here in $1,000,000 fucking jets every day, flying around, putting all these chemicals in the air, with our diesel cars. They want everybody to be in an electric car so they can shut the grid off just in case. Oh, we don't fuck with you like that? Shut everything down. Whoop! You can't get nowhere, motherfucker. Like, come on, son. Nigga ain't dumb. She's like 12. Alright, hey, man. Hey, 12-year-olds will get the smoke too. Especially if you promoting some bullshit. Fuck you talking about? Greta. How old are you? That's like a ancestor's name. They got 1860s. Greta.
Catastrophist global.
All cash grab, bro, and control. It's been in the works for decades. Make the people stupid so they could just run in on them. It's like it's a long stroke and we all getting fucked. Pause, my nigga, but you're right. Pause. Like, why would you even write that? But you definitely right, my boy. Oh, Amanda, show. I thought that was LL who wrote that. How you doing? But nah, I definitely agree though. I definitely agree, LL. Motherfuckers weird, son. Shit weird out here, boy.
Global warming nonsense. Just about every word she utters there is devoid of sense, facts. But remember, that didn't stop several world leaders from allowing that simpleton's activism and the climate cult to damage their energy security and with it, their economies and the prosperity of their people. And far from destroying the natural environment, Israel plants millions of trees every year. In fact, in 1948, they only had around 2% of the country covered in trees. Now that figure is around 8.5%. You'd think Greta and the Greenies would be happy about that.
I'll go for a while. All of none of that climate shit.
Who
fuck Israel, fuck Netanyahu, fuck all the motherfuckers.
I love killing babies. I love it.
These, look at this.
I've had like 45 abortions and I'm gonna keep having them.
She's 17 saying that. Big Mike in the building. What up, my boy? What up, the chick in the canary yellow gonna spit some balls or something? Nah. Nah, after this, I just had to get serious for a second. Feel me? Candace was exposing shit. Scott News be exposing shit too. So I was gonna do this, and then right after this, I'm gonna do a regular stream. Music and all that. But you gotta get serious sometimes. My son Mike is stupid. But nah, so you see how demonic they made these young girls. This man is preaching about Jesus religion, right? Y'all already know I'm not Christian and none of that. Feel me? But whatever you do, you do. You're going to this Christian man and saying, I had like 45 abortions. That means you're a whore at 17. You're sick. Like, how you... 45 abortions is crazy. You got a graveyard coochie, young girl. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? That's not even cool. And she thought she was rebellious. 45. But you're not realizing what you're saying about yourself. Dumb shit.
To Fox News now, and watch here as a lefty Patrick Murphy is trying to push Biden's inflation lies. But there's a fact check coming from host Harris Faulkner, and it's beautiful.
So wait a minute, what did you say inflation was when Biden took over?
I said inflation was up at high at 9%. It's now down to 3.2%.
No, when he
You're lying.
Trump, it was 1.4%.
Bro, I just went to the store. I literally just went to the store. You know how much a mango is? One. You know how much one mango is? Even though I know it's not a season, whatever. Leave me alone. One mango in the store is $3.50. When Trump was president, when I went to all these, that shit was 98 cents per one. Per. 98 cents per. Now it's $3.50 for one mango. But you tell, man, it's on my dick.
Yeah, and there was also eight. But there was also
I want to make sure
her daddy proud is crazy.
And I don't want you to get confused with his
debunked.
His false talking point.
Time to check in with the Veep and her many accents. This is urban Kamala. Kamala from the block.
Brother, we are not going back. We are not going back.
She don't talk like that.
We are not going back. We will not go back.
What a punch my phone.
This next one, I detect a Hispanic.
That black accent get me mad, son. Like,
in fact, recently I was in Nevada.
Checking like,
let me tell you, I'm everywhere. I love you back.
And let's take a trip down memory lane and have a look at the man who gave Kamala her big break, Willie Brown, who was 60 and the powerful Speaker of the California Assembly when he had a romantic relationship.
If I was her dad, I would be so ashamed. Oh, on God, Amanda.
Relationship with 29-year-old Kamala and appointed her to 2 well-paid state board positions. And the rest, as they say, is history.
He's a rogue, all right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes.
Oh, yeah. That's a black man who can't dance.
Fine women.
Just like me. I ain't gonna lie. Hold up. Go back. Kamala looking alright right here. For me, let's be men for a second, LL. Let's be men for a second. Kamala looking alright right here. I ain't even gonna hold you, son. Kamala face card, she good money right here. Kamala, like, one thing I can't say, Kamala's not ugly. She's just dumb. And she's a puppet. Bitch. Whore. And she's evil for knocking up all the men in fucking California for no reason. But, face card, A1.
And fast cars.
You should from now on address me as the mayor.
If ever a man and a municipality were made for each other, it is this man, this place.
And this next young lady still has
Sips past blue women is crazy. Ruben.
Willie Brown dalliance.
The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game.
Talk. Talk, queen. Talk.
See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
Ooh. Ah.
50 Cent presents
Shout out to 50.
in the club.
Damn, I hate being a brokey, man.
If you're ever confused about what the America First agenda is all about, then have a listen to Donald Trump here. Give a warning to John Deere, manufacturer of agricultural machinery and heavy equipment. This is America First.
I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company. But as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States.
Yeah.
So that if I win, John Deere is going to be paying a 200%.
Facts. Facts. Motherfuckers keep, mind you, the only reason corporations doing that because they want to make more money. They want to make more money. Now, Trump is in. Remember when Trump came as president? All them tariffs that came from China. You know how much money was coming into America every time because we get most of our shit from China and we don't export nothing. He was building back our industrial complex in America, and so we could start exporting shit. Feel me? But they want to sit here and tell me I should vote for Kamala. Oh, because she gonna give you a child tax credit. Trump did that already. I think in 2018, 2019, he did that already. Gave us child tax credit. Oh, it's gonna be increased a little bit. Nigga, I don't have kids. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. Salute to the people who got kids. Salute to y'all. I know y'all need it. I respect that. Feel me? But Trump did this already. So all they gonna do is redo what they undone when Biden came into office. And people so fucking slow. I was arguing with somebody today on Facebook about that shit. Feel me? But the thing I like about Kamala is the tax credit. What else? Well, she's black. Nigga, when are we gonna stop doing this color what's the shit called? When we gonna stop voting for people just because of the color of their skin? When we gonna stop doing that shit? That's the stupidest shit in the world, bro. Dumbest shit in the world. Dumbest shit in the world. I hate people sometimes, so. You seen any Anton Daniels content? Nah, I didn't, Mike. Nah, I didn't, bro. Oh, I thought it was because you're black. You're supposed to vote Dem. Nah, Amanda, that's the bullshit. I think I put it in my Obama video earlier. I remember when I voted against Obama, everybody in my family hated me. The woman I was dealing with family hated me too. Feel me? Shout out to her. Salute to her. But they like, oh, why would you go against Obama? I'm like, because his policies is bullshit. But he's black. We shouldn't go against that. First and foremost, ma'am, you're Dominican. How you gonna tell me what to vote for because he a black man, but you're Dominican? Nah, I know it's a joke because Dominicans, they just offshore off their transatlantic slave trade. Feel me? But like, come on, so like, you feel me? I get to choose. I forgot who was he against the second term. It was like Mitt Romney or some shit like that. Whoever he was against during the second term, I seen his policies. I'm like, oh, this sounds good. And then I seen Obama's, and I'm like, had to weigh the options. I'm not voting for that nigga just because he black. Like, it's the stupid shit in the world, bro. Stupid shit in the world. Oh, that was sarcastic, but things. Oh, Trump side is like, we love you all as long as you love the country. Facts. Facts. Y'all already know how I feel. I have my reservations about the government, how it's ran, and all that behind the scenes and stuff like that. But if I'm wrong, I'd rather vote for Trump. Feel me? Just to know, like, I know. Even if it's some bullshit behind the scenes, I got this. Feel me? I did this. Like, it's what it is.
Documentary filmmaker and commentator Armie Horowitz. Armie, John Deere announced
I think I've seen
earlier
him
this
before.
year that they would lay off hundreds of workers, I think around 600 odd, at three of their plants and shift production from those plants to Mexico by the end of 2026. What we saw there from Trump is precisely what he needs to go back to. That's America first.
We need that for this country, son.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on this one. This is, in my view, an example of neo-mercantilism. The idea that there is a
what's that word he just said? Maybe sometimes I'll be slow, so
static amount of wealth in the world.
Go back.
The idea that there is I don't agree with you on this one. This is, in my view, an example of neo-mercantilism. The idea that there is a static amount of wealth in the world and that all nation states are competing for it and that all trade is zero sum. I don't believe that. It's not what capitalism and the free market is all about. We've had, more modern examples of how tariffs and duties have hurt our country. For example, Smith-Hawley Tariff Act, which in fact, when it raised its tariffs and duties, it lengthened and deepened the Great Depression. These are not the way to proceed. Look, there are uses for tariffs. For example, how Trump used it in his first administration to punish and punitively against China when China was doing things like dumping steel, tariffs on our products. That's a proper use for tariffs when you're trying to engage in a country who's attacking you.
Hold on. You confuse me, Mike. Mercantilism. Oh, I have to look that up. Because I don't know what that means. I just screenshot your comment so I can look it up after the fact. I don't know what that means.
But to use it against an American country who's simply looking for a more efficient way to build their manufacturing facilities because we have an inefficient labor system and regulatory market is not the proper way to use tariffs. I'm sorry.
Well, I disagree wholeheartedly. I understand that the principles you talk about there, but in practice, we're talking about hundreds of well-paid American jobs, often in areas where there are not other jobs for those workers to go to. And as a leader, his number one priority should be the welfare of Americans. And if that means putting pressure on companies to have a little bit of loyalty to their home country, then it's...
Also, I kind of feel like Trump isn't a Republican in a traditional sense. Like, it's right versus left versus Trump, who was just America first. I agree with you, Amanda. And people be forgetting that he's a businessman first. For me, besides, of course, America first. He's a businessman. So the way well, I can't say all people, but most people should know that America's a business, bro. This is what it is. It's not a country. It's a fucking business. So why not have a businessman run the country? Feel me? He had failed businesses. He had successful businesses. But that's the gripes of business. You're gonna fail. You're gonna lose some. You're gonna win some. Feel me? Clearly, he was doing a great job in 2016 and 2020 before the pandemic hit because he brought more jobs in. Bro, I was making so much money off my businesses. I had my clothing line running. I had my landscaping business, and I had my pressure washer business running a bag up in South Carolina. Feel me? Before COVID hit, then all that shit fell. Like, you feel me? If COVID didn't hit, I'd probably be up, respectfully. But I was even able to get certain tax breaks off my business alone because Trump put them laws in for me to do so, and I got some funding because of that shit. But you want me to sit here and vote for Kamala Harris? Like, come on, son. And then people don't be understanding because people talk about the inflation and shit. She was the last vote during the they was doing the voting process so they could put this bill together so it could lower the inflation. She was the last person to go, and then she was against it. No, I lie. The vote was they spend more money than inflation goes up. She was the last person, and then she put her vote in, and then now inflation is up the ass. But you want me to vote for her, and we could clearly see that this administration is for foreigners and not the American people. How much money Ukraine got? Fuck are you, nigga? Ain't Ukraine like the size of Jersey or some shit? New Jersey? Like, you want me to give a fuck about the Ukraine? When we got homeless people, bro, I walk past homeless people, dope things and all that shit every day in New York City. But you want me to worry about some fucking motherfucking Ukraine? Feel me? And then people keep forgetting that under Trump, Russia, Putin, and Trump, they was like this. They was cool. And they kind of say, oh, he's a traitor. He's a traitor, and he's trying to go against us with Russia and all that shit. No, it's good for world leaders to be cool with each other, so it's no smoke. Cause right after Trump got out of office, Joe Biden came in. What did Putin do? Let's smoke. Let's get Ukraine back for us. You feel me? Cause Ukraine was part of the USSR, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but. Anyway, man, that should be getting me pissed off, son. I ain't gonna hold you, cuzzy. He has no reason to run again. His first term, he donated his check. He's the first president to lose money by being president. And he's only running to exonerate his charges like he didn't have charges. He ran again. This is what I'm saying, Amanda. Motherfuckers is dumb. Motherfuckers is dumb. They just saying shit just to say shit because it sound good. Dumb. Somebody said that to me today. He's only coming in the office to get his... I ain't even gonna lie. Even if he did that, Well, I wouldn't even be mad. I would. I did the same thing. Y'all put some forced charges on me. I'm taking them shit right the fuck off. Fuck what you talking about? And I'm a businessman. It don't matter if I got a felony or not. I'm up. My family is up for the rest of their lives. I'm trying to make sure America good money. I'm trying to make sure America is great again. No, I see myself out.
So be it. You see other countries using tariffs to protect their industries extensively throughout.
Hey, all the
Europe,
people who came in
Asia.
here, please hit the
I don't see
like
why
button.
America should
Please hit the like
hamstring
button.
itself to have
If
this
you're new,
free
please
trade
subscribe
when
if you
other
want to.
countries don't play by those rules. But we could debate this for a long time. Let's talk about Vice President Kamala Harris, because she's reportedly going to be back at the southern border, this time in Arizona.
I agree, Amanda.
She is the
It's
border
bullshit,
czar.
son.
She was telling us in 2022 the border is secure. Now she says it needs work, but it's all Donald Trump's fault.
Would you call the border secure?
The border is secure.
You're confident this border is secure?
2022.
We have
Opinion 2022 VP Border Cesar. She's in control of the border. In 2022 and 2021 and 2023, most of these people from Venezuela, China, Africa, and all that came in here illegally. You're in control of the border. But you want me to sit here and say, yeah, let's get a Kamala in here. When there's motherfucking places in Colorado that's getting run over, these complexes in Colorado that's getting run over by Venezuelan gangs, but the border's under control. Come on, son. Like, what do we really... You know what?
Secure border. After decades in law enforcement, I know the importance of safety, and especially at our border. As president, I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
If I remember correctly, that under Trump, the border was perfectly fine.
Let me show you
And
why I
motherfuckers
stopped
was
paying
mad
for
that
all
he
my
was
other
holding
sample
kids and all that at the
libraries.
border because they was illegal. Right?
Is
And
our
then
page
once
by output.
wasn't
This thing
under
has
under Trump as well when he right after Joe Biden came in and they started fucking with the border, most of them kids got trafficked. Wasn't they most of them kids they didn't know where the fuck them they didn't know where their parents and all that shit was at? And most of them just went missing after Joe Biden came back into office. Stop playing with me, son. Stop playing with me. Stop playing in my face.
Visit, I think, is going to be only the second time she's visited the border since she got that border czar role,
Thanks for
or whatever she
hitting the
wants
like
to
button.
call
I
it
appreciate y'all.
nowadays. Is she going to be able to convince Americans that she cares about border
Facts.
security?
She ain't saying
She's
shit.
got a long history of advocating for all sorts of benefits for illegal immigrants, saying illegal immigration isn't a crime. There's a chant she was leading back in 2018 that's just gone viral where she's saying down with deportations. It's clear where her values lie. Is she going to be able to convince
She
Americans
fuck with foreigners,
that
bro.
she's serious
Foreigner.
about cutting the numbers
Foreigner.
coming across illegally?
No. I mean, this is what you call national gaslighting.
Motherfucker got the
Her
Roku in
trying
the
to
back.
Frame herself as a border hawk. You have got to be kidding me. And nobody's believing it because she's down double digits on the immigration issue, the second
Look at this
biggest
shit,
issue
son.
that Americans care about. Look,
See, like me personally, I don't have a problem with people coming into America. I know we're one of the greatest countries in this world. I know that. But just do it the right way, son. Nobody's against Venezuelans coming over here. It's just the way they coming over here. And motherfuckers is against the way that they coming over here and getting package deals. These motherfuckers getting their rent paid for. A lot of them getting EBT. That's like $1,000 something a month. Each adult person in the house. Think about it. Imagine there's 4 adults, 3 kids, right? In the crib. And they all got $1,000 each in EBT. Plus they getting money off the books off their job. Plus they getting monthly money from the government. Them motherfuckers living lavish. While the modern American man and or woman and child is sitting here struggling every fucking day. Inflation don't mean nothing to these immigrant motherfuckers. Like, no disrespect. It don't mean nothing to them. Like, that's the thing with me though. I'm not mad at them. You feel me? I'm not mad at them because they wouldn't be allowed to do this if the government wasn't allowing it. So I could sit here and be, oh, Venezuelans and all that shit all day. Or should I could sit, put all my energy and my time and energy into the people that's pushing these motherfuckers into the country. I live in New York City. This shit crazy out here, bro. I was just outside, literally probably like an hour and a half before I got on live. I was just outside, nothing but these motherfuckers, and they up all day and night. Feel me? Like now, some of them, of course, they trying to do regular jobs and trying to escape where they came from, which is cool. But just do it legally, bro. Just do it legally, bro. That's all, motherfucker. A lot of Americans, that's all we asking for. That's all we asking for. But you know, it is what it is.
If she wanted, in fact, be tough on the border, she had almost 4 years to do it under the Biden-Harris administration. As she was, well, I don't want to use
Most of the kids separated was because they couldn't prove it as their kid. Like there was so much child trafficking. Yeah, I thought Obama started the kids in cages thing. I may be wrong. I may be wrong, Amanda. I think it was publicized more during Trump's era that the kids in cages. Remember, Obama, they called him the deportation in chief. He was deporting everybody. He was deporting every single body. And I respect it. Because it's like, why are you here illegally? All this, remember, once the border started opening up more, people started dying more from fent. From that fent, you heard. Mad people started getting dummy pills. Dummy guns came into. From I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm about to rat on myself. Talking too much. Nigga, what? About to Takashi myself right now. But, bro, it's out here, bro. Like, especially in New York, bro. It's out here, son. Everybody got it. Everybody got it. Feel me? Like, shit sick out here, boy. What my son LL said. Because we are awake enough to vote, not vote for them. They needed to pay people off for the votes. Agreed. And I think one of the main things they're trying to do, because remember they trying to do this non-voter ID bullshit, right? One of the main things they're trying to do is if they rig the election again, they could sit here and we could sit here and be like, oh, it's the Venezuelans. They voted for Kamala. When in all actuality, they just rigged it and put the numbers in here so it can seem like they did that so we could be still beefing with each other. More division. More division. I mean, Trump 2024. What are you talking about?
the word borders are, because they never used the word borders are. She was just in charge of the border, right? I don't know. What could she have done? Well, she could have tried to done a border deal before last year or earlier this year. What else could she have done? She could have maybe implemented what Trump had done to stop illegal immigration into our country. For example, she could have simply done remain in Mexico, maybe the greatest tool we ever had to keep illegals out of our country. She could have continued to build the wall. She could have had increased deportations. Look, we have the receipts on you, Kamala. We don't have
to. It's the internet, bro. Everybody keeps the information, bro.
We've had years of it, and we've had you talking about it. We've had 11.5 million people at least cross into our border illegally. We know you wanted to abolish ICE. And of course, we heard you chanting. We have a video of you chanting, "No more deportations," with, by the way, I'm so glad I'm able to.
Let me, this for you, Kamala, you dumb bitch.
They got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me on no fucking camera.
This is the clearest
Come on, bro.
video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
Kamala, we caught you in 4K, bro. How you lie about some shit you did just a couple years ago? Like the internet is not forever. We found the video, son. We see it all the time. Bring it back, Mark. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to RDC.
How did they get you in 4K?
Kamala, how they caught you in 4K? They caught you in 4K, my boy. 4K. Dumb bitch.
That ain't me.
Alright, sorry.
Got this name again, the great Jussie Smollett. Oh, I miss talking about him. I wish we could bring him back in the news. I think we just did.
Yeah, that's the media trying to shame him. You can find clips of them flipping about things like this where they're such a supporter haters until Trump and then switch. Yeah. You ever watched the SNL skit with Kamala? Nah, see, that's funny. Cause I'm supposed to be doing a reaction to that tomorrow. I'm trying to do a lot of politics shit because we're getting closer to the time, and I think people need to know this is some bullshit they doing with this government, bro. They doing some bullshit with the Democrats. So I'm like, I do got a little bit of a platform, not that much, but it's amazing to have y'all. Feel me? But let's cram into the politics, man. Feel me? Just for a little while. Then, you gonna get back to the regular scheduled programming. Feel me? I'm dropping another comedy skit tomorrow. I should be dropping another music video. I forgot. I got mad at that shit to do. Feel me? I'm gonna just pick one randomly. But yeah, Dev, check out those Ryan Long skits then, or some of them. I got you. That's the one That's one of the joints you added on the list, right? Amanda. Yo, let's give you. Hey, people in the chat. LL, my people's in the chat, or people who's watching. Let's give an applause to Amanda. She gave me a lot of content to react to in format? In Excel format. So whatever the video is or the title, I just click it and then I can react to it. Shout out to you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Yeah, it make it so much simpler. I need to start doing shit like that. Cause my phone you just got mad pages of fucking reaction that people need. Cause he does a lot of the politics stuff. Def, check out those Ryan Longs. I got you. All right, sorry.
It did. Don't ever miss a chance to mention Jussie. That was still one of the most extraordinary news events of the last decade. Now to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He's visited an ammunition manufacturing plant in Pennsylvania, which has been instrumental in supplying Ukraine with munitions, but it's his campaign
I don't like that
for
nigga,
the Harris Walls team that is raising more than a few eyebrows, Army. How is this visit being viewed, and what's the commentary been like in the US?
I cannot believe this has not been covered more by the American media. That is truly,
I screenshotted that, Amanda.
Unbelievable. Look, what do we have here? We have a foreign leader who's being flown in by the administration to Pennsylvania, the most battlegroundy states of the battleground states, ostensibly to go tour a munitions facility. But guess what? He didn't have to go to Pennsylvania. This is so politically brazen, it's unbelievable.
Dumb shit.
He didn't have to go to Pennsylvania. He could have. We supplied him with weapons built all across the United States. He could have gone to Ohio, South Carolina, Alabama. All these places are building weapons for Ukraine. But they sent him to Pennsylvania, and he should have said no. This is a tactical and strategic mistake for Ukraine because he needs Republicans to vote for packages for Ukraine. We passed a package for aid to Ukraine because the Republican House passed it over. And by the way, Zelensky, Trump may become president, and the guy has a pretty thin skin when you hit him. This is a massive mistake, and I cannot believe it's not being more covered.
It's not gonna be more covered, bro.
And you're a Ukraine supporter.
My son look dead inside though. Look how he's staring. This nigga not even a human. Look at his face. He's staring dead at me right now. Y'all can't see it, but he's staring dead in my eyes right now, and I'm nervous. He might transform into a reptilian. And look at her. She look crazy like that. I should have posted it in a different way.
Support their cause. You support the fight. And if you're questioning the judgment here of President Zelensky to participate in this sort of political campaigning for the Harris camp, I think that says plenty. And you're right. If Trump becomes president again, what does that mean? Is he going to remember this and hold it against President Zelensky when they next negotiate for a package? It just seems to be a
fact, bro. He's a whole lizard.
Ill thought out decision on his part. Now let's go to Springfield, Ohio, the town that Trump put on the map when he mentioned he alleged there were cats and dogs being eaten. The residents there are continuing to lift the lid on the impact of up to 20,000 immigrants from Haiti being deported
20,000 is
into
crazy.
Their small town. Here's one young woman's
one fly in here, bro. Fucking with me. What you doing, Ayla? Why you
nobody talks about
attacking
when it comes
my?
to
Why you
building a
ain't
content
doing your
creator
job?
business,
Attack
if
these
you're not
flies
using a
now.
tool like Honeybook to stay organized and professional in your communication. driving through Springfield, Ohio. I am terrified to drive my car through Springfield, Ohio. It is a scary place to drive your car through.
What happened?
They do not know what lane to turn from. They do
Oh,
not
the
know
immigrant
any
crisis,
traffic
yeah.
laws. So I know I'm not the only one. But I've been stalked through stores by Haitian men.
And Vivek Ramaswamy was in Springfield as well. And he heard from a father who explained that his son, who serves in the US Army in Germany, can't bring his wife and his newborn child to America unless he
Hold on, y'all. I
enlists
gotta
for
piss.
another 4 years.
He's married over there. He's going to be having a baby next month. For him to get the baby to come here to the United States and his wife, he has to do 4 more years. But the Haitians come over here and get everything.
So in order for, I missed that because
For them to get their visa, their plane ticket, he has to do 4 more years.
It's a fair question, Army. When you're seeing these immigrants from Haiti coming in, no questions asked, and then you've got someone who's serving their country and he can't bring his own child unless he enlists for another 4 years. You can understand why so many in that community are upset for a variety of reasons.
Look, this is, again, another example of why immigration is one of the, again, I'll continue to say it because it's important and it's true, it's the second most important issue outside of the economy that we have in our country. And of course, it is a spectacular fail for the Harris-Biden administration. Also, look, again, I don't want to continue to beat a dead horse. It does also highlight the failure of Trump when he had to. There's no reason to create a false argument, such as the pets being eaten in Ohio, in Springfield, Ohio, when you have real problems in Springfield, Ohio, highlighted by that woman we just saw. Now, of course, the left keep trying to frame this as a race-based issue. Why are you attacking
That's what he needs.
Ohio Haitians?
That's what he needs for this channel. I'm just a resident smart ass. Yo, you my niggas, son. That's hilarious. Oh shit, drop my phone.
Because they're all black. But look, I don't know. I just saw that video. That woman, she kind of looked black to me. I'm not sure. I don't see race.
I'm not sure. I
No,
don't see
and I
race. It's
don't
crazy.
think it's a cultural issue. I heard an American, black African-American pastor talk about this, and he said this isn't a race issue. But I want to ask you about Macklemore. We discussed him on
Macklemore.
last
I forgot
night's show. He had
Macklemore.
this mad rant on stage, encouraging the crowd to chant F America, and also made various claims.
Years ago, I had the same ideology, bro. Fuck America. Now, what I would say is fuck the system of America because they keep us oppressed with these corporations and these globalists and these oligarchs running through here. But the American people, I love you guys, bro. like bro, Americans are just a different breed, bro. And there is so much different versions of an American. Like you got the New Yorkers, you feel me? Me, you feel me? We walk around New York, you feel me? We be rude and shit like that, but we nice as hell when we fuck with you. You got the Southerners, mad nice. Feel me? But don't fuck with them because they'll shoot your face off. Then you got the Midwest, same thing. They got their little shit with them, but they good-hearted people. Then you got the West Coast people from Cali and all that. You feel me? They like so whatever. They do all that shit, but they cool people. You feel me? Like Americans, we fire, son. Feel me? America, America, America. Yo, I love America, so we are a melting pot of so much different cultures, bro. You come like, how can you hate us? Feel me? The only reason a lot of people who hate Americans is because what the government do outside of us. The government's over here, planning coups and all that shit in different countries, and sometimes when we do travel, we be on some sedity shit. So that's the only reason a lot of people hate Americans. But we be chilling. Most of the time, we be chilling, son.
About Israel.
Yeah, America.
And we all know these artists is Democrat puppets, bro. They all Democratic puppets, bro. They all get paid.
October 7th
suck
happens
dick.
and I start paying attention and I start learning. It's a genocide. Absolutely.
Word,
It has
even
been
Mag
since
had one too.
1948. Don't get it twisted.
He went on and on. You don't want to hear
I
any
moved
more,
from NC
Army,
to
but
ID.
he's joins a
which
long
is
list of
almost
celebrities,
red
I've got
too.
to say, who have used
It's
their
almost too red in my
platforms
opinion. What you mean,
the
Amanda?
Israeli agenda. We've had Susan Sarandon, an Oscar-winning actress, who said the October 7 rape claims were myths.
All these rappers
And we
out here
had
supporting Trump.
supermodel Bella Hadid, who
Not in the mainstream, Amanda. Not in the mainstream. Not in the mainstream. Mainstream artists is all supporting Kamala. Feel me? A lot of the mainstream artists support Kamala, but there are some key artists that are supporting Trump because they see through the bullshit, bro. They see through it. They're like Kamala, the same one who said that she ain't gonna help black people, the same one who got all these motherfuckers, our brothers is locked up and all that shit. Fuck that bitch. At least Trump tried to free a lot of the people who got fucked over by the 94 crime bill, which was signed and put in place by Joe Biden. And that's another thing with Obama. I started looking at him funny because the first time, my first time hearing about Obama running for president, I was in 10th grade, 10th or 9th grade, 9th grade, 9th or 10th grade, and I was in Clinton, North Carolina. So I couldn't vote at the time, and they keep bigging him up, bigging him up, bigging him up. I'm like, yeah, it was first black president, that's fire. And then after the 4 years, I'm like, all right, nothing really crazy happened. Now it's my time to vote. Then I seen that Then I started looking into Joe Biden and his past. Besides the policies of Obama, I started looking into Joe Biden and his past. And he called them black kids roaches. They should be off the streets. We need to lock these junkies up in the hood. Then they lock them up instead of giving them rehabilitation. Fuck them. Like, he was saying all this shit. And I started looking at Obama like, oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. You pulled the wall over our eyes. My president is black. My Lambo blue. Like, I like that song too. Like, feel me? Nigga, that Jeezy had us up. Like, yeah, we hype. But nothing changed. Nothing changed. He opened up the civil rights bill, put the LGBTQ in it, and all that money that's supposed to be funded to the people, the neighborhoods, is getting funded right to the gay niggas. Like,
is implied that Hamas treat their
shit crazy, son.
hostages better than Israel treats Palestinian detainees. There's a whole long
Oh yeah,
list
Nikki
of
was too. Nikki is too.
celebs
Nikki,
who've,
no, they started canceling Nikki because she
being very
said
critical
the jab
of
did
Israel,
some
to say the
fucked her
least.
over,
Even Jewish
and her
film
family members over.
directors
Yeah, 50 Cent with it.
condemned
50 Cent he
Israel. Have a listen
business.
to Jonathan Glazer's acceptance speech at the Oscars and Sarah
Yeah. Shout out to
Freeland's speech at the
And
Venice Film
Kim.
Festival.
Right now, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation which has led to conflict for so many innocent people.
I must note, I'm
Jewish
accepting
film directors side with Hollywood. I'm not even gonna say
this
nothing.
award on the 336th day of Israel's genocide in Gaza and 76th year of occupation.
Army, you expect the entertainment industry to be supportive of the only real democracy in the Middle East, but that's not evident these days.
Yeah, you'd be mistaken if you would think that, oh, you're so naive, Rita. Oh, little poor naive Rita. Look, Macklemore in particular, he went on, by the way, also to trash America, said how much he hates America. I don't know if you guys talked about
They trying to
last
make
night.
this shit a Marxist
He had a
society,
talk
son.
A couple of years ago, he went on
And a
stage
communist
as
society.
a rabbi with a big hook-nosed Jew jumping around and singing about being cheap with his
Nah, that's
song,
OD. What the fuck? Oh shit, that's hilarious, bro. I'm anti-Israel too, by the way, but
hook-nosed Jews.
It is what it is.
Jumping around
I don't give a fuck
and
if they
singing
supposed to
about
be
being
our
cheap with his song.
what's that shit called?
With his
Our
song
partners.
Thrift Store.
They ain't our
It's a very
partners.
good
What the
song.
fuck they do for
So he's a
us?
disgusting person.
If you want to really look into it, the Israel, they hide our pedophiles. The pedophiles that be running around America and all that, they flee where? To Israel. I don't make this up. Look it up. Not a lot, but a good amount. The pedophiles that's like high-ranking people in society, they sit there and flee to Israel and live comfortably. But you want me to support Israel and they promote and support our pedophiles in America? Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Fuck them niggas.
Some disgusting human being.
Respectfully.
He's exemplifying it here with that.
Yeah, and it was very odd because during that rant, he mentioned that he really got an interest in this issue post October 7. So that to me is pretty shocking in itself, that's when he decided to take a closer look and he came out condemning Israel, which was attacked on October 7. So I do not understand that at all. Army Horowitz, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, that's it? All right, we done. We done. I'll be back, y'all. I'm about to do another, probably do a music stream. I'll definitely be back, you guys. My son, Long Beach Griffey. Shout out to Long Beach. That motherfucker funny. Oh, wrong one. Let me see what. Oh, shit, sorry. We need to start giving away our money. I agree. I've already spoken about the honesty. Oh, yeah, I seen that too. Biden said that poor kids are just smart as white. Yo, Biden is a piece of shit. Biden is a piece of shit. Why my camera quality so ass right now? I don't like that. I gotta fix that when I come back. But as you guys, your boy deal to the MO. Remember, check your up. Peace. Don't nobody tell you can't do what want to do out here. Be the best version of you. You can be. Protect these kids. Protect yourself from this bum ass virus. And always remember, the government is your boy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace. Yeah, man. I'll be back, but it'll be in full screen mode. Appreciate you guys. Man. LL in the building. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to all y'all, man. I'll be right back. I will be back. Ooh.